This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Of the Standard of Taste is an essay by the philosopher David Hume, 1711 to 1776, who attempts to elaborate on the need and the possible existence of a rule that will reconcile the taste of individuals to one basic standard that can be used to approve or condemn various works. Hume provides an adequate and convincing description of this standard. His essay is a masterpiece of style and elegance. Hume drives his theories through an argumentation flow and by providing explanations for questions he raises in the essay. This standard is demanding because of the variety of tastes people have. This is because of judgment made upon sentiment. He proves that such a standard may exist and may have been applied to works of art and other creations that have stood the test of time. Others have died. We should consider this standard while making one's creations, but one that will take more work to satisfy fully. Hume uses the term reconcile to decide who is wrong and right. Hume states that various factors influence the difference in sentiments. These factors include language and time. Indeed, as time progresses, sentiments will change, aspects of it altered, some added and others removed altogether. He gives the example of the followers of the Quran, saying that the words there that describe honesty, justice, modesty, and charity only translate to treachery, inhumanity, bigotry, cruelty, and revenge in the civilized world. Hume insists that the standard of taste becomes a problem when men explore their different tastes based on their preferences. Looking critically at his statement, however, we realize that he attempts to give a fixed way to judge between right and wrong, beautiful and otherwise. This begs the question, can sentiment be right or wrong? Is an individual's view correct or incorrect? Sentiment only marks conformity between the object and the faculties of the mind. Hume has a reasonably compelling response to this. He says that common sense should guide sentiment and reason, and rationalism can be used to declare opinions right or wrong. In his account, Hume believes that the sense of art and civilization determines taste. Hume attempts to solve this by making a judgment a question of facts. He points out several characteristics that are needed for one to make sober judgment. This will solve the problem. What is proper art? Good art is the art that fits critics' approval. Good critics are, in turn, those deemed fit to decide by possessing various characteristics. This now becomes a problem of facts, possession of qualities, rather than sentiment. These characteristics are delicacy, practice, comparison, non-prejudice, and moral sense. By this, he introduces his argument on the standard of taste by criticizing and rating other tastes on his taste. Hume further points out various challenges one may face when judging various subjects. He classifies them into external and internal factors. The external factors are those surrounding the situations, such as challenges of time and space. According to Hume, they hinder the perception and sentiment by throwing a false light on the subject. Other factors may pose a severe challenge and thus hinder the proper working of the whole process. These internal factors do not refer to the physical locale of the agents, such as problems of internal organs, but rather problems of soundness of the mind. Here, we get the idea that he is alluding to finesse, skill, art, or intelligence that only some have. This conviction is further boosted by his illustration of Sancho, who says that he has a taste for wine or at least the right to pretend to have one since the trait is common in his family. Hume rightfully states that the judge can do nothing about the external and internal factors but can overcome them by possessing the 5 qualities. He goes on to elaborate on the traits and how they assist the individual to judge accordingly. Delicacy refers to people who have the ability to tap into their emotions and passion. Thus, people with delicate emotions will have excellent taste in art. This can mainly be observed in women. Comparison is more of a practice than it is a character trait. It is closely connected to practice. The latter refers to experience, and hence the judge will draw from their experience and compare the subject's characteristics to make his decision. Hume puts in caution that the process must be done with precisely no prejudice. Lastly, he recognizes that where a disagreement of fact arises, the problem cannot simply be solved. A compelling example is one where there is a disagreement between two qualified and recognized judges. It has become an argument of reason and sentiment, and no solution cannot be found. If you want to find more works like this essay on the standard of taste by David Hume, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.